Just confirm in the chat box the slide is visible and my voice is clear. Please confirm in the chat box, everyone. Okay. So in the last class, we were discussing about the limit. Limit means a number is going close to some other number and you try to think of the function. And we write it like x tends to a. If my x is going close to a, then what will happen to f of x? Where it will go? It will go close to which number we try to find out. Right. Also, we learn one more thing whenever we have this x tends towards a, x is going close to a, but x is not equal. This is something that we learn. After that, we have learned three cases if the functions are in the terms of a ratio, whether the denominator is 0 or not, that is very important. If the denominator is 0, what we do is we just try to see what is the other possibilities. For an example, suppose if I ask you limit x tends to 5, 1 divided by x plus. What is the answer for this case? Anyone? What is the answer for this case? What we check is we check whether the denominator is 0 at the limit point or not. Can you see denominator is 0 or not? Is it 0 at the denominator? No, it is. So whenever the denominator is not 0, we just do one thing. We just substitute the value. So it is 1 divided by x is replaced by 5 plus 5. So the answer is going to be 1 by 2. Nothing else. Now suppose if I ask the question like this, limit x tends to minus 5, 1 divided by x plus 5. Is it 0 at the denominator? The limit is 0 in the denominator, yes or no? If I put the limit, is it 0 in the denominator? Yes. So in that case, in this, अगर मैंने इसको substitute कर दिया, तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा? मुझे मिलेगा 1 by 0, which is not defined. Right? But let us just see one more type of example. Limit x tends to 5. I write it like x square minus 5 square divided by x minus 5. Is it a 0 in the denominator now? Is it a 0 in the denominator? Then we always think also another part is it a 0 in the numerator as well? Yes. Is it a 0 in the numerator as well? Yes, so whenever we get 0 by 0, there's a special case. In that case, we can simplify this. What we can write in the numerator as a square minus b square is nothing but a minus b, a plus b, right? So it is x plus 5. And whole thing divided by x minus 5. And in the next step, we cancel this. So now I see denominator is not trouble because it got cancelled. I can directly substitute the value of x inside the function. I get 5 plus 5 and that is nothing but, right? So these are nothing but the three cases that we have learned. We have learned when the denominator is not equal to 0, it is not of the form 1 by 0, right? We have learned whenever you get the denominator only 0, answer is not defined. Whenever both are 0, the answer can be obtained by simplification. These are the things that we cover in the last class, and after that, we have learned the most important thing in this course, that is nothing but whenever x tends towards a, you have x raised to n minus raised to n upon x minus a. Can anybody tell me what is the limit for this case? What is the limit for this case? I have x raised to n minus a raised to n upon x minus a, limit x tends to a. What is the answer for this limit? Yes, anyone do remember? Yes, it is going to be जो power है उसको आगे लिखो फिर power को एक कम कर दो. So it is a raised to n minus 1. So let us just apply that in this example. Can everyone see this? This is equal to limit x tends to 5, x raised to 3 minus 5 raised to 3 divided by x square minus 5. Can I directly apply the formula? The answer should be no. Why? Because in the formula, what we observe is over here we should have x. But in this case, the denominator is nothing but x square minus 5 square. We just want x minus 5. Can anybody think how I can get that x minus 5 in this case? Yes, anyone? I want the denominator to be only x minus 5, not x square minus 5 square. Then only I can apply the formula. So what should be my step to get x minus 5 out of this x square minus 5 square? Yes, do you have some formula in your mind? Or if you are unable to think of some formula, yes, we can say, very good Arya. We can think of a square minus b square formula. That is the one thing that could be thought. But I have a simple thinking than that. What I know is I want to use this formula. I just want this x minus 5. So I divide the numerator by x minus 5. And also to balance it I divided by denominator. So मैंने जिस चीज को ऊपर डिवाइड किया उसी को मैंने बैलेंस भी किया by dividing it to the denominator. So अब ये दोनों कैंसिल हो जाएंगे और I have the same thing, right? Now what we do is we just apply this limit to both of them. Limit x tends to 5, x raised to 3 minus 5 raised to 3 divided by x minus 5 divided by limit x tends to 5, x square minus 5 square divided by x minus 5. Can anybody tell me what is my numerator now? By the formula. Just try to use the formula, everyone. Just see the formula is there on the screen itself. See what is changed. Yes, anyone? Yes, see the numerator, this part. This is same as what by the formula. If you see it is n power जो है उसको आगे ले लो वैसा ही दिख रहा है ना. Yes, it should be. We have to use that formula. Yes. So if I apply this formula over here, I get power जो है इसको आगे ले लो. Power क्या है 3. So 3 को आगे ले लो. See this, इतना पार्ट देखना है सिर्फ आपको, माइनस के पीछे वाला, राइट? जो पावर है उसको आगे ले लो, देन मल्टीप्लाई इट विथ पावर एक कम कर दो. 3 का क्या लिखूंगा मैं? I'll write 2. Can anybody tell me what I should write on this place? डिनोमिनेटर में क्या लिखना चाहिए मुझे? What I should write in the denominator? Then similarly, just try to see this part, only this much part. Yes, anyone? सब कुछ तो है स्क्रीन पे, क्या इशू हो रहा है? Why no one is replying? Yes, chat box is open with me. Please respond in the chat box. See, हमें क्या लिखना चाहिए डिनोमिनेटर में? x square minus 5 square divided by x minus 5 limit x tends to 5. फॉर्मूला भी करना क्या है, पावर को आगे लो, पावर को एक कम कर दो. But I should write anyone? Yes, it is 2 into 5, nothing else. 2 into 5 raised to 1. It's all done. Right, and after that what you can do? This 5 square is nothing but 25 divided by 5. So 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 25. 5 5s are 25. So what you got ultimately? 5 threes are 15 divided by 2. So this is nothing but the answer. सबको समझा ये प्रॉब्लम किस तरीके से सॉल्व हो रहा है? बिकॉज वन प्रॉब्लम आई एम गिविंग इट टू यू फॉर प्रैक्टिस जस्ट नाउ. किसी को डाउट रहेगा तो पहले पूछेंगे. I give you one problem to practice. Try to answer me this. Limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 divided by x raised to 4 minus 32. 32 की जगह पे 16 आएगा. Now it is looking good. Try to answer this question. Use a similar logic. Right, the one solution is there in front of you. So you have to use a similar logic to answer this. Yes, try to solve everyone. What is your first step? Yes, what I should divide it with? Numerator और denominator को किससे divide करना चाहिए हमें? Anyone? I should divide the numerator and denominator by which number or which equation or which polynomial? It should not be x minus 4. If you try to see it very carefully, this thing is actually nothing but limit x tends to 2, right? See over here 2. If you see this x tends towards a, you divide it with x minus a. So also you can observe this is x square. What is 2? 2 is nothing but 2. 4 is nothing but 2 square. Right? You should divide it something. X raised to 4. 2 twos are 4. 4 twos are 18. 18 twos are 16. So it is nothing but 2 raised to 4. Can anybody tell me now with what I should divide? Yes, everyone. सिर्फ आर्या ही यहाँ पर है पढ़ने, ऐसा नहीं है ना. What about others? I should divide this with what? Yes, we should divide this with x minus 2, numerator and denominator. So after applying the limit, what is my numerator? Numerator क्या होगा देखो उसको. Numerator नंबर जो होता है उसका पावर आगे ले लो, पावर एक कम कर दो. सिमिलरली डिनोमिनेटर में पावर एक आगे ले लो, फिर पावर को एक कम कर देना. Yes, so what is my numerator, everyone? Yes. Yes, the numerator should be 2 into 2 raised to 1, that is nothing but 2. What is my denominator? Yes, it is 4 into 2 raised to 3. So this is 2, the 4 cancel with this. 1 divided by 8 is the answer. Very good, Sailiji. Okay, great. Okay, so this was a question based on this formula. But we have to learn some more things, and that is nothing but logarithm. We are going to learn derivatives and integration some part as well. So there the concept of a log function is required. Okay, let me ask one question over here. If I ask you what is 2 cube, what is 2 cube? Means 2 raised to 3. Answer is yes, it is going to be 8. Let me ask you another question. If I ask you what is 5 raised to 4, what is your answer? What is 5 raised to 4? It is 625. Very good. So I understood that each one of you knows how you are getting this answer. But let me ask you another question. I have to find out which power of 3 is equal to 27. Can you tell me what is the answer? Which power of 3 is 27? Yeah, the answer of this question mark is actually nothing but 3. Because 3 raised to 3 is 27. But if you see in the first two questions, I was asking you for the answer, right? I gave you the number, I gave you the power, I was asking you for the answer, right? What is the answer after doing that? But in the third question, I asked you the question other way around. I gave you the number, I gave you the answer, I was thinking about the power. So this type of a question, suppose if I don't know what is the power, I am not thinking about it. But what I'll write, suppose that whatever is the question marks is x. The another way to write this question is, what will you write is, whatever is your base, you just take to the other side. So your x is actually equal to 27 to the base 3 of log. Here comes the concept of log function. Whenever the exponent is given, you just directly multiply them. But whenever you want to find out the exponent, we use the log function. So what we can see indirectly is the logarithmic function is nothing but the reverse part of an exponent function. For an example, as I know that my 2 raised to 5 is nothing but 64, right? 2 raised to 5 64. But suppose if I don't know this, 2 raised to x is 64. Then how I can write this problem? The other way to write this problem is my x equal to, you want to get the power, right? So write the power, ये जो 2 है उसको सामने डाल दो, so बन जाता है log, इसमें चला जाएगा 2 and 64. And value of this x is actually nothing but 5, which we already knew. The value of x is 5. Suppose if I ask you log 1000 to the base 10 and I want to find this value, what is this x? What I will think, I will just try to write it the other way around. So यहाँ पे क्या किया था कि ये जो 2 था उसको धक्का मारा तो बेस में चला गया, और अगर बेस से अगर वो उसको ऊपर आना है तो वहां पे वो x को धक्का मार के वो पावर में लेके जाएगा. मतलब कि यहां पर ये जो 10 है वो 10 यहां पर जब जाएगा तब x पावर में चला जाएगा. So I get 10 raised to x. Answer is what? Answer is written over here 1000. वो here 64 था ना, तो 64 देखो आंसर जो था वो लॉग के वहां पे लिखा था, तो यहां पे लिखेंगे 1000. Can you tell me what is the value of x? Yes, anyone, what is the value of x? Which power of 10? Yes, the answer is going to be 3. Very good. Answer of x in this case is nothing but 3. Now suppose we just have some weird other question. Suppose if I ask you what is 125 to the base 5. What is my answer? Suppose the answer is x. I tried to write it in another way now. So ये यहाँ से वहाँ गया. So वो क्या बन गया? 5 raised to x is but 125. What is the value of x again? What is the value of x? Again 3. Very good. So slowly you guys are understanding. Suppose if I have log of 144 to the base 12. What is my answer? Yes, very good. The answer is going to be 2. But what we are learning over here is the most important thing, that logarithmic is nothing but thinking about the converse or the reverse process of exponent. Suppose if you have given a raised to x is b, then my x is same as what? What we write is यहाँ पर जो बेस है वो हम लोग वहां पे फेंक देंगे तो वो log का बेस हो जाएगा. ठीक है, log b to the base a. Right, so this is the way to write. Again I say this is a language. Mathematics is a language in which you should understand what is the meaning of it. Right, log जो है अल्टीमेटली एक फंक्शन बनता है, बट हमें तो उसके एज ए नोटेशन के बारे में बात करनी है. ठीक है, everybody understood ki how it is working, this log function? Yes. Okay, let me just ask you some simple questions. If I ask you log 10 to the base 10, what is your answer? Think about it. Yes, the answer is going to be 1. Can I say if I have any number, log a to the base a is always going to be 1? Is it true? Is it true? Yes, so this is one of the property of log function. Okay, so let us just think of some other numbers. Log of 1. Okay, so let me just think about this. I suppose if I take log 1 to the base 10, what is my answer? Think about this. Log 1 to the base 10. The answer must be 0. Why? Because suppose it is x, then 1 is same as 10 raised to x. And what power of 10 can reach till 1 is the only one number. X must be 0. Suppose if I ask you log 1 to the base any number a is what then? Any number. A is any positive number. Then what is your answer? Again it is 0. Because कोई भी नंबर होगा उसका पावर जो है वो कौन से पावर लेने पे 1 ला सकता है? ओनली पावर इज 0 एक्सेप्ट माई a इज नॉट इक्वल टू 1. राइट, बिकॉज अगर a का वैल्यू 1 है तो 1 आ सकता है ना, because log 1 to the base 1 is also 1. So that is something that we are skipping out, right? That's about it. Now, one thing that we should note is this log thing. Log is defined for positive numbers, positive real number. For an example, if I ask you log of 0 to the base 10, what will be my answer? Can you think of an answer? Log 0 to the base 10. वापस से वही करो, 10 को वहां पे लेके जाओ, x पावर में जाएगा. 10 का कौन सा ऐसा पावर, 10 का ऐसा कौन सा पावर होगा जो आंसर 0 दे सकता है आपको? No, because if you tell me, Arya, if you tell me 10 raised to agar x is equal to 0, if you think of 10 raised to 0, the answer is 1. It is, as Mittal said, it is not defined. Right? It is not defined. So what we are learning, as you see, मैंने यहाँ पर आपको hint दे ही दिया था कि log is defined for only positive real number. 0 is neither positive nor negative. So what we observe here is log is not defined when we talk about 0 or the negative number. Right? So if you have log of 0 to the base a, answer is not defined. Right? So whenever the log is there, you should think about positive numbers. Right? Okay. So after this, there are two things that we have observed. The first is log 1 is always 0, right? To any base. Log a to the base is always 1. Then log mn. These are the three properties which are very important and very interesting. What this property tells us that if you want to find out log mn, that is product of two number, it is same as log of first number plus log of second number. For an example, suppose if I have log 10 to the base of 6 to the power of 6, 10 6 to the base of 10, then it is same as log 3 2s are 6 to the base 10. The property number 3 tells us that it can be written as log 3 to the base 10 plus this multiplication become plus log 2 to the base 10. This is one of the property of logarithm which we are going to use without doing proof. But we should understand what it is. For an example, suppose if I have log of 10 to the base 13 and the base is 12. What I can do is, by the property of logarithm, we can write log 10 to the base 12 minus the division becomes subtraction. It is log 13 to the base 12. एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड दिस टू प्रॉपर्टीज किस तरीके से यूज करना है. हमने उनका प्रूफ नहीं किया था, बट हम लोग उनको यूज करने वाले हैं. यस, ये दोनों प्रॉपर्टी समझा किस तरीके से है. इफ इट इज अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू नंबर, वी शुड राइट इट एज सम. इफ इट इज अ डिवीजन ऑफ टू नंबर, वी शुड राइट एज अ सब्ट्रैक्शन. There comes the last and the most important property of log is whatever is the power becomes the product. For an example, suppose if I want to find out log of 2 is to 5 to the base 10, what I can do is whatever is the power will come on the place of the multiplication. Power जो है वो आगे आ जाता है. So it is 5 log 2 to the base 10. Right? जो power है that comes ahead. This is the thing with the last property. ठीक है? I request all of you to read this property. इसमें से कोई ना कोई प्रॉपर्टी आपको एमसीक्यू में पक्का दिखेगा. ठीक है? So read this property and if possible note it down as well. Log of 1 is always 0. Log of a to the base is a is always 1. Log of mn is always log m plus log n. Whenever it is division, it is subtraction. Whenever it is power, power comes ahead in the multiplication. Is it fine? ये पांचों प्रॉपर्टी समझ रहे कि किस तरीके से अप्लाई करना है हमें. Yes, everyone? Okay. Let's go further with this log. Now we will be learning limit of exponent and the logarithmic function. अल्टीमेटली मेरा टास्क था लिमिट समझाना, बट लॉग फंक्शन पर भी हमें लिमिट लगाना था, इसीलिए हम लोग ने इस फंक्शन के बारे में देखा. we are going to have the following formulas to use in the examples without proof, right? So the formulas are as follows. The formulas are limit. The first formula क्या बोलता है कि if you have a raised to x minus 1 divided by x and limit x tends to 0, the answer for this must be log a by the formula. But उससे पहला क्वेश्चन है, is it a 0 by 0 form? First of all, is it a 0 by 0 form? Means if you substitute the value of x equal to 0, you will get numerator and denominator both as 0, right? So in that case, whenever it is 0 by 0, we have a way to solve it, and after solving this, we get the value of log limit as log a. Well, here you should observe it is a greater than 0. Also, हमें पता है log होता है तो उसका कोई बेस भी होना चाहिए. The base of this log is nothing but e. हमने जब irrational number पढ़ा था, we have observed that e is a irrational number 2.71 dot dot dot, right? This is that irrational number. So this formula tells you that whenever you take limit x tends to 0 of a raised to x minus 1 upon x, the answer is going to be log a upon e. I request everyone to note down this formula. Please note this down, because this is something which would be required very frequently today. After this, suppose in the same formula, मेरे पास same first formula, अगर इसी formula में मैं a की जगह पे e लिखता हूं, raised to x minus 1 divided by x, the answer is going to be log e to the base e. Can anybody tell me what is log e to the base e? What is log e to the base e? अभी अभी हमने लॉग्स की प्रॉपर्टी देखी थी, साथ साथ में रफ वर्क तो करते रहो यार. It should be 1. Yes, very good. So that becomes the second formula. Whenever you see something like e raised to x minus 1 upon x, the answer is going to be 1. Now let's see the third formula. Third formula is nothing but origin of the e. Suppose if you have the limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x raised to 1 by x, the answer is going to be e. Right? So if you have x tends to 0 to the power 1 by x of what? Of 1 plus x. The answer is going to be e if you apply that limit. That is nothing but formula number 3. But suppose in this formula, if you apply the log, then it is limit x tends to 0. If I apply the log, what it becomes? It becomes log to the base e 1 plus x to the power 1 by x. If I apply log on left hand side, right hand side को बुरा नहीं लगना चाहिए, तो हम लोग उसको भी लगा देते हैं. So it is log what? E to the base e. So what should be the answer in this case? Log e to the base e. Again the answer should be 1. Also, by the property of the logarithm, this 1 by x is in the power, so it should come as a multiplication. So what I'll write, I just remove this part from this and I'll write it like 1 by x. Right? That becomes formula number 4. Right? I request all of you to note down this 4 formulas, because without this formula, the rest of the part could not be done. You should be thorough with this formula to solve the problems. सबने नोट किए formulas? Please note them down. Okay, Arya has done it. What about others? Everyone? Okay. So we have this formulas in our hand, we can go for the, but everyone must write it once. Now, otherwise use करने भी नहीं होगा आपसे फिर. Okay. Okay. Let's see the other part then. These are the formulas that we learn, right? With this formula in our hand, we will try to go for examples. Everybody done? Please confirm once. I can see only Arya and Mithil said yes. What about others? Noted. Okay, Kashish. Okay, great. Okay, I think then we can go further. Let's try to solve this problem. Anyone would like to give me the answer for this case? What is the answer for this case? Try to use one of the formula that we have learned today. Just see किस formula के साथ match कर रहा है ये और A की जगह पे क्या है. What is the answer? Yes, A is 7. So, what was the formula? Formula was limit x tends to 0, A raised to x minus 1 upon x. The answer was what? What was the answer in this case? Yes, anyone who noted the formula? The answer is? You can unmute yourself and also tell her. Yeah, it is log A. Log A to the base E. I'll just write this is same as what? This is same as log A to the base E. What is A? A is nothing but 7. Is it okay how the formula got used over here? Everyone? Yes, okay, great. Let's just see some other examples as well. Okay. Now, first question. Do we have some formula like this? ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला था क्या? A raised to x minus b raised to x upon x. ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला था हमारे पास? Have we noted any formula like this? जहां पे ऐसे दो बार a के पावर में कुछ x आता हो या फिर ऐसा कुछ? I don't think मैंने भी ऐसा formula देखा है, right? We haven't seen such formula. But what we can do is we can simplify this and try to get near to the formula. So what I write it like limit x tends to 0. मेरे साथ साथ solution भी लिख सकते हो, right? So what I do, I know I want 5 raised to x minus 1. I know something like this formula is there, but मैं यहाँ पे -1 दिख नहीं रहा है. So what I do, -1 था नहीं, मैंने खुद से लिखा है. So I'll balance it. I -1, I'll do +1 as well, and the whole thing is divided by x. Right? Everyone is okay with this? Understood from where this -1 and +1 came? है ना, हम लोग ने क्या किया, बैलेंस किया. वो -1 चाहिए था हमें फॉर्मूला यूज करने के लिए, इसलिए मैंने -1 लिखा. टू बैलेंस इट मैंने +1 कर दिया. सो माइनस प्लस कट हो गए, वी आर इन द जीरो ओनली, बट वी आर राइटिंग इट बिकॉज वी वांट टू यूज द फॉर्मूला, right? And after this what we can do, we try to do some more simplification. So it is 5 raised to x minus 1, first part. From the second part, from the remaining part, try to take minus common. So inside the bracket, from this minus 3x square, minus came outside. So x 3 raised to x. This plus 1 should become what? What I should write next? If I take minus common, I should write, yes, very good. It should be minus 1. Right? And whole thing is divided by x. This whole thing is divided by x. What we do next is, we just distribute the denominator. Limit x tends to 0. We distribute the denominator 5 raised to x minus 1 divided by x. बीच में जो था वो minus as it is, minus limit x tends to 0 3 raised to x minus 1 divided by x. Can you tell me what is the first part now? What is this same as? The first part is same as what? Anji, anyone? Yes, it is. Okay, very good. It is log 5. The first part is nothing but log 5. Yes, it is that kind of a formula, a raised to x minus 1 by x. So the answer is log 5. Similarly, the answer for the second must be log 3. Right? Now, have we learned something like this? ऐसा कुछ पढ़ा है क्या हमने? Log m minus log n. So that must be what? Can I write it like this? Log of what I should write? Log m minus log n was what? Yes, it is 5 by 3 and that is nothing but the final answer. Just see this proof once. If you have any doubt, difficulty, you can ask, and if you want, you can write it as well. And I think you should write it. Is this solution okay to everybody? Sub step समझा सबको? If you have any doubt, you can write n in the chat box. Is it okay, everyone? Yes. Okay. Great. Let's go further with some other examples. What about this? हमारे पास ऐसा कोई तो फॉर्मूला था, बट एग्जैक्टली ऐसा नहीं दिखता था शायद. हमारे पास फॉर्मूला था log of x tending towards 0 log of 1 plus x divided by x, and the answer was what was the answer in that case? Anyone? What is the answer for this formula? Answer is 1. Can you observe a difference between this formula and the question? Yes, can you see the difference between the formula and the question? What is a different thing in the given question from the formula? Yes, anyone? Yes, the 4x, right? We see what is the formula. Formula tells you if x goes to 0, then your inside part you should use x. But over here we can see 4x, right? So if we are seeing that 4x, what we can do is log of 1 plus 4. What we see कि ऊपर जो चीज है वही चीज नीचे होना चाहिए, राइट? सो नीचे तो सिर्फ x है, बट मुझे सिर्फ x नहीं चाहिए. आई वांटेड टू बी 4x बिकॉज 4x ऊपर है तो नीचे भी 4x चाहिए. सो व्हाट आई डू, सिंस मुझे 4x नीचे चाहिए, मैंने 4 को मल्टीप्लाई किया नीचे, तो ऊपर भी मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा, सो इट बैलेंस हो गया, राइट? सो इफ यू सी दिस, यहां पर ये 4 और ये 4 कैंसिल हो सकता है ना, इसलिए मैंने बैलेंस कर दिया उसको. फायदा क्या हो गया, नाउ इट इज लुकिंग समथिंग लाइक द फॉर्मूला, है ना, हमारे फॉर्मूला जैसा दिख रहा है. स्टिल व्हाट वी ऑब्जर्व इट कि x जो है ना वो सेम 3 बार थी. यहाँ पे 4x ऊपर था, नीचे हमने जबरदस्ती लेके आए, बट यहां पर भी वो x टेंड्स टू 0 ही है. बट क्या मैं इसको 4x टेंड्स टू 0 लिख सकता हूं क्या? बिकॉज व्हेन आई x is going close to 0, if I multiply this by 4, आंसर कहां पे जाएगा अगेन? Yes, if x is going close to 0, I multiplied by 4. 4x कहां पे जाएगा? है ना, when we say x tends towards 0 यानी कि x का वैल्यू धीरे 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 0 की तरफ जा रहा है. तो you just multiply that equation by 4. अगर नंबर को 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो आंसर भी 4 से मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा, यानी कि 4x will go towards 4 into 0, that is nothing but 0. So what we observe is if x goes towards 0, then 4x also goes towards 0. So हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या लिखेंगे, x goes towards 0 है, इसलिए 4x भी 0 की तरफ जाएगा. So now we can apply the formula because everything is looking like a formula, right, inside this. And by the formula, the answer is going to be 1. But हमारे पास ये एक एक्स्ट्रा 4 भी तो है, so उस 4 को लिख दिया. Hence the final answer is going to be 5. Try to read the formula, try to read the solution. If you have any doubt in any step, please ask me first. Can you explain it once again? Why not, Arya? Okay, let's just see this again. What we are observing in this case, right? हम लोग ने क्या देखा कि हमारे पास एक फॉर्मूला है. Let me just try to write it more simple by just changing the variable x by y. है ना? Let me just try to change the variable x by y. Then it will get more easy, right? So my formula is, जहां पर भी x है वहां पे y लिख देता हूं. So it is y and divided by y. If I see the given question, what I know, फॉर्मूला यूज करने के लिए 3 जगह पे सेम चीज होनी चाहिए. एक तो के अंदर होना है, वही y यहां पर होना चाहिए और वही y होना चाहिए, राइट? तो तीनों जगह पे सेम चीज होनी चाहिए. बट व्हाट वी ऑब्जर्व इज कि क्वेश्चन के अंदर नहीं था. क्वेश्चन के अंदर एक जगह पे x टेंड्स टुवर्ड्स 0 है, फिर अंदर जब जाते हैं तब एक जगह पे वो 4x है और नीचे x है, right? The easiest way to solve this problem is converting everything to 4x. हमें पता है हमें तीनों जगह पे सेम चीज चाहिए, तो मुझे क्या करना था, मुझे यहां पर 4 चाहिए, 4 लिखा एंड उसी चीज को मैंने 4 से डिवाइड कर दिया, राइट? सो दिस इज लाइक बैलेंसिंग. ये तो समझाना आर्या, हमने बैलेंस किया, 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करके 4 से डिवाइड कर दिया. ओके, दैट इज फाइन. नाउ दो जगह पे 4x मिल चुका है. अब बात आती है यहां, हमें तो यहां पर क्वेश्चन में x जो है वो बोला गया कि वो 0 की तरफ जा रहा है. So I can write it like, suppose it starts from 1, 0.9, 0.7, 0.5, 0.3, 0.01. So ये हो गया मेरा x जो 0 की तरफ जा रहा है. बट अगर सपोज इसी में मैं 4x लिखता हूं, so what will be the value? हर किसी को 4 से मल्टीप्लाई, 4, 3.6, now this is 2.8, 2.0, 1 point, it is sorry 1.2, and we here it is 0.04. Can you see जैसे जैसे x जो है वो 0 की तरफ जा रहा है, सिमिलरली 4x जो है वो भी 0 की तरफ जा रहा है. यस आर्या, not only Arya, everyone. Yes, so what we observe is whenever x goes towards 0, my 4x also goes towards 0. Hence, in the next step, what we can do is we can change the limit as limit x tends to 0 था ना, तो हम लोग लिखेंगे 4x tends to 0 because 4x भी 0 की तरफ ही जाता है. Of what? Log 1 plus 4x divided by 4x. अब ये एक्स्ट्रा जो 4 डिनोमिनेटर का डिनोमिनेटर है तो वो न्यूमरेटर में जाके मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. सो इट इज मल्टीप्लाइड इट विद 4, राइट? सो नाउ आर्या, कैन आई से दिस बॉक्स इज नथिंग बट 1 बाय दिस फॉर्मूला बिकॉज y की जगह पे से 4x है. अब so it is 1 into 4 and the answer is going to be 4. Everyone understood this problem? समझा किस तरीके से किया गया इस प्रॉब्लम को? So I just give you a minute or two to think of this problem. How you will try to tackle this? इस प्रॉब्लम के बारे में सोचेंगे. अभी हमने जो ट्रिक लगाया ना वैसा ही कुछ ट्रिक लगाना है, ठीक है? The first thing is to understand which formula to apply. Do we have such formula like this? So we have limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x raised to 1 by x. This is a kind of a formula we have. Can anybody tell me what is the answer for this formula? Yes, what is the answer for this formula? The answer is going to be E, right? Yep. So, but what is the difference? Again, we try to see the difference. Formula में x है, यहाँ पर x by 5 है, right? So, wherever it is x, we try to convert it to x by 5. 1 plus x by 5 raised to, it is 1 by x. I want to convert this 1 by x to x by 5. तो मुझे पता है करने का तरीका क्या होता है. इट इज x डिवाइडेड बाय 5 जो उसी चीज को यहां पर मल्टीप्लाई कर देना. आई थिंक इस तरीके से लिखना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा. मैं क्या देखता हूं ना, आई ऑब्जर्व इट लाइक दिस. यहां पर x कैन बी रिटन एज x by 1, yes or no? This x can be written as x by 1, right? So what I observe is in the formula यहां पर जो चीज है उसी चीज का रेसिप्रोकल पावर में होता है. So now it is easy to write, right? So what I observe is यहां पर जो चीज था उसका रेसिप्रोकल, यहां पर x by 5 है, उसका रेसिप्रोकल पावर में होना चाहिए. रेसिप्रोकल का मतलब क्या होता है कि उल्टा लिख देना. x by 5 का रेसिप्रोकल मैं ऐसा लिखता हूं -1 पावर -1 इज नथिंग बट 5 by x. रेसिप्रोकल यानी कि इंटरचेंज कर देना. तो मुझे क्या चाहिए, मुझे उसके पावर में आई वांट इन द पावर 5, न्यूमरेटर में 5 चाहिए. बैलेंस करने के लिए मैंने 1 by 5 से मल्टीप्लाई भी कर दिया. ठीक है, एवरीथिंग इज लुकिंग समथिंग सिमिलर नाउ, बट अभी भी प्रॉब्लम बाकी है. अभी भी एक जगह पे x x x 3 जगह पे था ना, तो यहां पर भी 5 होना चाहिए. बट कैन आई से इफ x इज गोइंग टूवर्ड 0, देन x by 5 विल ऑल्सो गो टूवर्ड 0. यस और नो? अगर x की वैल्यू धीरे धीरे 0 के पास जाएगी, देन x by 5 जो भी होगा उसकी वैल्यू भी धीरे धीरे 0 के पास जानी चाहिए. यस. So here also we can replace this by x by 5. Now there is one simple question that I want to ask. What is a raised to n whole raised to n? This is same as what? A raised to m whole raised to n. This is same as what? पावर का पावर क्या होता है? यस, एनीवन? पावर का जो पावर होता है ना वो मल्टीप्लाई हो जाता है बाबा. ना 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 ना. I am asking you here. It is just a simple index rule. This is nothing but a raised to m into n. Right? For an example, suppose if I give you what is 2q raised to 5, you can tell me that is nothing but 2 raised to 15, because 3 5s are 15. Right? So what we can write over here is, over here I can see this 1 by 5 is there in the multiplication in the power. I'll write it in the whole power. 1 by 5. Of what? Of limit x by 5 to 0, 1 plus x by 5 to the power reciprocal of it. सबको ये समझा? ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन में जो 1 by 5 था वो मैंने ब्रैकेट करके पावर क्यों लिखा? पावर का जो पावर चले जाता है इस तरीके से, यानी कि होल पावर लिखने का तरीका समझ रहे हैं? Now anyone can tell me what is the value of this bracket? ये ब्रैकेट की वैल्यू क्या आ रही है? By the formula, what is the value of this bracket? It is nothing but e. So bracket is replaced by e and it has a whole to the power 1 by 5. So answer is nothing but e to the power 1 by 5. Everyone understood this problem? किस तरीके से ये हुआ? What is answer for this question? The one which I wrote now. What will be the answer for this question? Try to think. Yes, anyone? Try to see उसको formula से relate करो ना. Formula में क्या क्या चाहिए था? You wanted 1 plus x whole raised to x का reciprocal. यहाँ पर क्या है? What will be your answer? Okay. Yes, very good Kashish. देवयानी जी, यहां पर देखोगे ना ऑलरेडी पावर में 11 है ना? यहां पर देखो, यहां पर रेसिप्रोकल ऑलरेडी है. यहां पर हमने ऑब्जर्व किया था कि x by 5 है तो उसका रेसिप्रोकल पावर में नहीं था, इसीलिए हमने 5 से मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड किया, इसीलिए आंसर e रेज टू 1 by 5 आया. बट यहां पर देखोगे ना तो यहां पर जो नंबर है उसका रेसिप्रोकल ऑलरेडी है, और अगर x गोज टू 0 है तो x by 11 ऑल्सो गोज टूवर्ड 0 होगा. इसीलिए बाय द फॉर्मूला एवरीथिंग इज एग्जैक्टली सेम. इसलिए हम लोग लिखेंगे ई. आंसर इज गोइंग टू बी ई. समझा देवयानी जी कि आंसर ई रेज टू 1/11 क्यों नहीं है? ओके, लेट अस जस्ट सॉल्व some more problems over here. ये देखो, ये filling the blank है. You have to answer the filling the blanks. What I should write in the place of the first box? Just see, every step has been written. You just have to fill the blocks. What I should write in the first box? Just try to see. What is missing from the first step? You should write in the second step. Right? First step से क्या missing है? No, the 1 is used over here. The 1 is used over here. Yes, I should write x because x missing था. Now, यहां से second step से third step कैसे आए होगे? What you should write in that box now? Just try to see. Yes. अब नेक्स्ट बॉक्स में क्या लिखना चाहिए हमें? सेकेंड से थर्ड स्टेप कैसे आए होगे? यस, दैट इज नथिंग बट द मिसिंग पार्ट. हम लोग ने क्या किया? इस x को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया है दोनों पे. राइट, सो इट इज e raised to x minus 1. नाउ व्हाट कैन बी रिटन ओवर हियर? यहां पे क्या लिखना चाहिए? जस्ट सी किस पार्ट को रिप्लेस कर रहा है वो बॉक्स. यस, देखो ना क्या, इट शुड बी x by x, बट व्हाट इज x by x? कैन आई कैंसिल देम? कैन आई कैंसिल देम? Yes, we can cancel. Why? Because x is going towards 0. That means x is not equal to 0. So I can freely cancel it. Cancel करने के बाद 1 आ जाएगा. Now what I should write in this place? ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला है हमारे पास? Yes, the answer is going to be 1. So 1 minus 1. The final answer is 0. Right? So that's all about this question. Simple tha. Let's just try to solve this problem. What do you think about this? First box में क्या लिखा होगा उन्होंने? फर्स्ट बॉक्स में क्या आना चाहिए? सी हुआ क्या है, यहां पर प्लस था, वो प्लस यहां पे उन्होंने माइनस लिख दिया. मतलब कि उन्होंने डिनोमिनेटर में से माइनस को कॉमन लिया है. नाउ कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट शुड बी माय बॉक्स, दैट बॉक्स? यस, एनीवन? आपने डिनोमिनेटर में माइनस को कॉमन ले लो तो क्या बचेगा? इफ यू हैव एक्स स्क्वायर 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर है ना, इफ यू हैव 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर, यू टेक माइनस आउटसाइड. 1 minus x square is there, you take minus outside. What you are left with? ये 1 का क्या हो जाएगा? से माइनस बाहर चला गया तो ये 1 क्या बनेगा? इट शुड बी माइनस, यस, इट शुड बी माइनस 1 प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर. राइट, इन द नेक्स्ट स्टेप व्हाट आई कैन राइट? आई कैन रीअरेंज देम. ये एक्स स्क्वायर पॉजिटिव है ना, तो उसको पहले लिखो एक्स स्क्वायर पॉजिटिव में और माइनस 1. राइट, so if you take minus 1 common from the denominator, you get x square minus 1 in the denominator. So it is x square minus 1. What should be the next step? Think about it. क्या करना चाहिए अब आगे? How can we, from this two steps, how we got this the next step, right? What could be the thinking? This x square minus 1 is what? X square minus 1 is same as what? This 1, because x square है तो इसको मैं 1 square लिखता हूं. कुछ याद आ रहा है? Yes, anyone? If it is x square minus 1 square, it is nothing but, yes, a square minus b square. So it can be written as x minus 1, x plus 1. Right? So let us just try to solve this. This is nothing but limit x tends to 1 inside the bracket 1 divided by x minus 1 minus 2 divided by this x square minus 1 square is written as x minus 1 x plus 2. So x plus 2 क्यों x plus 1. नाउ दोनों के डिनोमिनेटर में कुछ चीजें सेम है, किसी के अंदर किसी की कमी है. हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, उस कमी को पूरा कर देते हैं. जैसे कि यहां पर हमारे पास x माइनस वन दोनों में है, बट यहां पर x प्लस 1 है जो यहां पर नहीं है. तो हम लोग उसको जबरदस्ती डाल देंगे x प्लस 1 यहां पर. जबरदस्ती जब लिखते हैं तब याद रखना है कि उसको बैलेंस भी करना पड़ता है. सो इट इज x प्लस 1 को बैलेंस भी किया हमने. इज इट फाइन? ये स्टेप सबको समझा? इसका फायदा क्या होगा? ये जबरदस्ती करने का फायदा होगा, वी गेट द कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर, है ना. ये जबरदस्ती करने का फायदा हो रहा है कि हमें कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर मिल गया. सो दिस इज सेम एज लिमिट x टेंडिंग टूवर्ड 1. नाउ कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर को साथ में लिख देते हैं. इट इज x माइनस 1 टाइम्स x प्लस 1. In the numerator I will write the numerator part. So it is nothing but x plus 1, बीच में है minus, so minus. So now anyone can tell me what is the bracket over here? Numerator में क्या आएगा? ये box में क्या आएगा? It should be x plus 1 minus 2, but plus 1 minus 2 क्या आता है? It is x minus 1, right? Plus 1 minus 2 तो x minus 1 ही होता है ना, है ना. Plus 1 minus 2. Okay. After this, my question is, can I cut this x minus 1 with this x minus 1? Yes, we can, because my x tends towards 1, but my x is not equal to 1. Hence, we can do this. Right? So, बचा क्या? ऊपर 1 बचा, नीचे x plus 1 बचा. Now, can anybody tell me ये कौन सा केस है हमारा? कौन से केस का लिमिट दिख रहा है आपको ये? This is from which case? यस, लास्ट क्लास में हमने 3 केस किए थे ना. ये कौन सा केस है? 1 डिवाइडेड बाई x प्लस 1, लिमिट x टेंड्स टू 1. क्या डिनोमिनेटर 0 हो रहा है? यस और नो? क्या डिनोमिनेटर 0 हो रहा है? नो. अगर डिनोमिनेटर 0 नहीं है तो टेंशन किस बात का? सीधा का सीधा वैल्यू डाल दो. तो इट इज 1 बाई 1 प्लस 1. आंसर इज नथिंग बट 1 बाई 2. हो गया. Just read this solution one. If you have any doubt, difficulty, please ask. Is this solution okay? Please read it once. सारे स्टेप किस तरीके से हो रहे हैं? इज इट फाइन? सबको समझाइए सोल्यूशन. ओके. Okay, so these are nothing but the things that we learn in this section of limits. सबसे पहले x tends to a का मतलब x is not equal to a, it is going close to a. फिर लिमिट के बारे में हमने क्या देखा कि लिमिट का डेफिनेशन क्या होता था कि x tends towards a, f of x equal to b का मतलब जब कभी भी x a की तरफ अप्रोच करेगा पॉजिटिव यानी कि राइट हैंड साइड या फिर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से, f ऑफ x जो है वो b की तरफ अप्रोच करता है. वो नोटेशन का हमने मीनिंग समझा था. फिर हमने फॉर्मूला देखा था x रेज टू n माइनस a रेज टू n अपॉन x माइनस a अगर है देन लिमिट x टेंड्स टू a क्या होता था, पावर को आगे ले लो n हो गया a रेज टू n माइनस 1. फिर अगर आपके पास px अपॉन qx वाला लिमिट है तो तीन केसेस qfx जीरो नहीं है तो सीधा का सीधा वैल्यू को सब्स्टिट्यूट करो. अगर q ऑफ a और p ऑफ a दोनों जीरो है उस केस में हम लोग उसको सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर केस 3 कि अगर आपको q ऑफ a जो है वो जीरो आता है बट p ऑफ a जीरो नहीं आता है ना, कोई एक जीरो आता है यानी कि डिनोमिनेटर वाला जो है वो आपको जीरो आता है बट न्यूमरेटर वाला जीरो नहीं आता है, उस केस के अंदर आंसर ही डिफाइन नहीं होता है. After that, we have learned this about log function. These are the few examples. The definition of a log that we learn and some property of the log function and the formulas. So this is one of the section of limit part. What I'll suggest is we can take a break of 15 minutes. We will meet at 2:30. Right, at 2:30 we will join again and start with a new topic of derivative. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can still ask, but we'll start with the limits after the break because it is a new topic. So we should have that mind gap and then we can start. Okay.